This gentleman here is the guy that makes the suits for Jordan B. Peterson. He's the guy that dresses. He's the phantom thread to Jordan Peterson's swag. Okay. And he was on our favorite podcast, Trigonometry, talking about what it's like to be a man. And so we'll do a little outfit review.
Here's what frightens me about having a female leader in a time of war. Specifically.
It's a good starting point to get going.
Men inherently, and I'm talking like at our DNA level, we understand that war is death. Because men have to fight and die in wars. Women have never had to do that. Like women, even in Ukraine now, all the Ukrainian women have boyfriends in Germany and Dubai. Like they just left. And I see that all the time, right? Because I travel all the time and I meet Ukrainian women in coffee shops all over the world. Women, like as a man, I know that if like a war comes and I can't leave the country, like my passport, this is where I'm at. Like that's what's going to happen. There's going to be death. I'm not.
He does even sound a little bit like Peterson, doesn't he? So before we get into
they're probably riding the hobby horse, but go on.
Before we get into the crux of his argument about man and war here, let's break down the outfit. So we've got what I would describe as like kind of like a shirt Zach would wear with the floral, something like a bartender might wear, like short sleeve, but you wouldn't put a suit jacket over it. That's the problem. He's got like he's going for like a striped like female blazer look here.
The pinstripes with that disgusting algae green accent handkerchief. I don't understand. This is the way the right does fashion. I want get Die Workwear in here. Where's Derek? Get him in here. He's gonna rip this guy to shreds.
Yeah, he like wants to be assassinated by Die Workwear. He's like baiting him with this. I mean, what is the green algae? It does look like, just like a clump of sea moss that he stuffed in there. Very unsettling combination. Gavin, what's your take?
I don't know. It definitely isn't the most tasteful fit I've ever seen. I will say, though, I have a little bit of sympathy for Jordan Peterson and his suits. Or not sympathy, but I guess respect. At least he's willing to express himself in a way that a lot of his conservative counterparts seem afraid to. He's not afraid to, go out there and be like, I have this, kind of bizarre taste in fashion. I dress like a Batman villain or some shit. So I do kind of fuck with it, but.
Yeah, I agree, Gavin. It's like
just totally boring. Not that Peterson isn't also lame.
This is like Jordan B. Peterson develops a kind of a evil villain swag look, and this is like the hand-me-downs, like all the pieces that didn't get picked, put together, like the rags of Jordans. And it's like, I'm sorry, why, these guys want to talk about being a man in war. It's like,
you wear that outfit at the same time.
You are in most countries a woman. You're in a female blazer in this outfit.
Not sure that women necessarily have that same instinct, because if your village is raided and you lose the war, all the men get killed and all the women get taken basically as concubines. The women's DNA still continues.
What is their obsession with concubines? The right wing is in love with concubines right now. Ever since Jordan Peterson had to backpedal on, we shouldn't have forced births, we shouldn't do the handmaid style. Every man gets a womb. Now they're just really into the idea of concubines. They're like, we need to conquer more territory so we can force these women to have sex with us.
We need to get the tightest Men's Warehouse female blazer on so that we can acquire a harem of concubines in Eastern Europe.
Their lives with technically, let's say, stronger men as determined by battle. Mm-hmm. So even though it's not an optimal outcome per se, it's nonetheless not death and end of your bloodline.
Every time they cut back,
evil Mr. B is
trigonometric compelled too. It's so funny. They look like a middle-aged lesbian couple or some shit. Very interesting.
It's actually Ellen DeGeneres once she moved to the UK. I'm not sure Portia where she's at, but she must have another housewife to keep around.
Ellen is looking very free and she's not holding all the stress in her body anymore. I think she's on to better pastures.
You know what? She's just honestly, let it out. Her and J.K. Rowling have been kicking it every day.
I don't want to even shade Ellen with this. At least Ellen put on some stand-up that's like legible. Like this guy is like a failed stand-up comedian. I guess we got to react to like one of his sets sometime.
Hey, but the wardrobe makes his ass look fantastic.
I love these guys. And I am trigonometried.
And I especially worry about women leaders that don't have male offspring.
Oh, I worry about women leaders when they don't have male offspring. Ooh, you betcha I do.